Hi and welcome. My name is Ronny Engelke. You are here because you are now ready. What I'm about to reveal to you are ideas, tactics, and techniques that will help you in your life. If you want to become more successful at the things that you do, if you want to try out new endeavors and have them work for you, I'm here to reveal to you the simple tips, tactics, and techniques that will help you. And I am the author of the 6 tips to getting what you want. I wrote this little book to help people discover and get a step-by-step system to make your dreams come true. Now, I do have to tell you that everything starts with your mind first. Everything starts with how you think, what you're thinking about, how long you've been thinking about it. Eventually, it becomes a reality. For example, let me give you a little example here. Let's say your mind is a projector, okay? The film is your thoughts. The light bulb is your energy. So it's critical that you have the correct piece of film running through the projector, because it will project on the canvas of your life. If you have a piece of film with positive thoughts, positive affirmations, things you want to do, and the things that you want only, then that eventually will project in the canvas of your life. If you're thinking about things that you don't want, like more bills, like why am I so poor, stuff like that, it's very critical that you just cut the negativity at all. Even if you say, I don't want it, the mere fact that you're applying your energy to the thing that you don't want will manifest into your life. So each idea is like a little seed that you implant in the soil. You're going to nurture it, and eventually it's going to grow. Now, some ideas take hours to manifest, some ideas take months to manifest, some ideas might take years to manifest. Now let me tell you, my story began a few years ago, and of course it was because of a book that I read by Anthony Robbins called Awaken the Giant Within. I gotta tell you, it was the cheapest $14 investment I ever made in my life that had such an impact. So in the resource section, I recommend that you get that book. And in that book, there's 6 things you should read every day. For example, like who loves me, who could I love, what am I happy about, what could I be happy about, etc., etc. And I added one extra sentence, which was, I'm a billionaire. And you know what, I really don't know why I did that. I just thought, well, you know, I'm already reading this every day, so I thought, why don't I just put, I'm a billionaire? And I did. Every day I read, I'm a billionaire. I also put it in the bathroom, so when I was brushing my teeth, I could be reading it. It could be going into my subconscious mind. And I only thought about the things that I wanted. Then, miraculously, I got a different job. Yeah, you know, you got to work before you start to make, before your ideas become realities. So I got a job as a chauffeur. And I'm still reading these sentences every day, and of course nowadays I've changed it. Eventually, 16 months later, I met my first billionaire. And I didn't know that he was a billionaire until I grabbed the Forbes 400 wealthiest Americans, and you know, I did a little mental fantasy of, I scratched out Bill Gates' name, I put my name there, and I visualized one day my name and my picture being on this magazine. After that, so I'm flipping through the pages, and there was this picture of this man. Oh, I know him. I worked with him. What does he do? Oh, Jeffrey Katzenberg, creator of Shrek, runs DreamWorks nowadays. He was only worth $900 million. And I gotta tell you, that seed that I planted, I'm a billionaire, took many months for it to become my reality. Nowadays, I've worked with Larry Ellison, I've worked with David Geffen, I've worked with Steven Spielberg, who was a very nice, he's a very, very nice man to work with. I've worked with Paul McCartney. Out of all the people I could have met, we eventually got to meet him and work with him. And I also got to be with a few CEOs, like Bob Iger. He's the new CEO of Disney. Very nice man. So what I'm trying to get to you is, you have to find out what it is that you want. If you can't think of what you want, then you're going to get what you've always gotten, which is not what you're looking for. I know it's very simple what I'm telling you. So I want to make it clear to you that your thoughts will manifest in the future. For example, another one. About 10 years ago, I was at the movie theaters thinking, gosh, wouldn't it be cool to one day be with these people that make these kind of movies? And fast forward 10 years later, I'm working with these people. Not only am I've worked with producers and directors, but I've also worked with many celebrities. One that comes to mind, Tobey Maguire. He's doing the Spider-Man. He's a very, very nice person. Another one was Mel Gibson. He was a nice guy to work with. And the list just goes on and on and on. I don't want to tell you, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging. I want to show examples to you. So you have to write down what you're looking for, what that you want in your life. And you got to have your affirmations. So here's what you have to basically write a statement that's in the present tense. And this is what I learned from reading the books and courses by Mark Victor Hansen and Jack Canfield. I am so grateful and happy now that I am, and you put your own I am, blank, blank. So it could be, I am so happy and grateful now that I am earning $1 million a year. Easily and quickly. Or you could put, I am so happy and grateful now that I am easily and quickly earning $1 million a year or more. Of course, you got to put or more so that you never know what can happen. So wherever you focus on becomes a reality. So if you start to read that sentence, I'm a millionaire, or easily, quickly making $1 million or more a year, you're going to open your mind up to opportunities that make $1 million a year only. Now, when I started to work with these billionaires that I've just mentioned before, my eyes were, I was aware of opportunities that generate hundreds of millions of dollars. For example, Shrek. That movie has generated, in all these years combined, a few $1 billion. A few billion, that's a lot of money. Now imagine if you only made a fraction of that, 10%. $200 million, not bad, right? You're still a success, because it depends what kind of money you want to make. So if you start to focus on ideas that generate $100, $200 million a year, you will see them. But let's move on to the next step. What about ideas that generate $1 billion a year? $1 billion a year. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but let's bring it down to reality for you and me. Eventually, that will manifest for me in the future. I don't know how long it's going to take. It could take 12 months. It could take 2 years. It could take 3 years. It doesn't matter. I know that eventually it will come true. You know how I know? Because I've also heard Bob Proctor, the gentleman that I think all these ideas generated from. And of course, positive thinking and wealth building ideas all come from the Bible. So these are proven and tried methods of making things happen for you. Take advantage of them. If you don't know what you want, you're going to keep getting what you've always gotten. So focus on the things that you want only. Okay? That's my message. Until next time, I can guide you, but you're the only one that can make it happen for yourself. Until next time, Ronny Engelke.